Hey guys, hi, welcome to my channel. Long time no see, I know. And my voice, I know I've been partying hard, I guess. But welcome to my channel. And today, is one of those days when I didn't sleep that well. But the good news is that I've been sleeping really well otherwise. But I didn't sleep well, but I got to really self-reflect a little bit more, which is what I have been doing a lot. And I've been really enjoying the self-work, not gonna lie. So, So yeah, just ignore this voice, or you may even like it. I know some people like this voice, this kind of voice. I just wanna share with you something today. I felt this need to express that thing, which is that I just am realizing, and this is something I've been realizing about myself and about a lot of female friends I have, is that, speaking of which, by the way, I love all of you guys. I love the men community of my channel, but please, but this video is for all my sisters. And actually, no, this video is equally applicable to men. So, okay. So I love you all, and this is for all, okay? So I want to say that, I'm realizing for myself that I really attract weird guys in my life, and just I'm attracted to weird, toxic people, which is, mm, a pattern I've seen in myself and a lot of other women or men, not men in my experience, but I'm sure there are men who can relate to it. But I've seen this pattern, right? And I have been working on it for a while, actually, for about 2 years, actively working on this, as I've been working on recovery and healing from some trauma from the past. So, I've been really working on that and just learning to unwire and unlearn some patterns from the past. And yeah, I just feel like it just, when that happens, it feels bad because it's like, wow, I am attracted to this person who is just so out of touch of their own feelings, who's just so scared of their own feelings, and who's just so scared of getting it in touch with their own gentle side or their own feelings. And why am I attracted to them, and then you start to question, really. And I still don't know how I feel, what I feel, but I do realize that I do kind of get attracted to those people. And now I'm at a point where I'm questioning if I really like them for who they are, or if I like them because it's just wiring in me, right? It could be anything, I don't know. But I've been really self-reflecting on that very, very honestly lately. And so I just want to share that, if you are one of those people who do fall into that trap, that's okay. You just have to pick yourself up and just go back and talk to yourself and use the tools that would really help you with that. For example, you could use therapy, you could use meditation, you could use journaling, self-talking, and all of that. And trust me, it's actually not, it doesn't seem like work after a point. It seems kind of fun, actually. For example, for me, I started all the self work, right? I mean, I grew up like a I grew up a philosopher. I was always talking to myself, sketching, journaling, and I always enjoyed that. But when I was actively into recovery the last 2 year, I didn't enjoy that part because it was, I had to learn to unwire really deep patterns. And that's, it's almost like you're building habits. And when you're building any new habit, you know how hard it can be, right? So similarly, it was really hard for me. And since I was just learning to unwire and unlearn really, really deep patterns, it was a lot of work, and last 2 years were really tough for me for that reason. And I'm not gonna lie, I felt like I'm going crazy in my mind. I'm learning new patterns. It's almost like you're learning new language, new pattern, and you're really, it almost feels like you're being reborn. So that's how I've been feeling for the last 2 years. But now I'm at a point where I'm really enjoying the self-work part. I'm really enjoying just being alone and spending time with myself. And I have always been like that, actually. So I'm not gonna say that I'm really proud of myself for being at this place, because I've been like that actually a lot in my life. And then I slip, and then I get back up. So I think last phase, the recent phase, was me just getting out of touch with myself. But now I'm getting back in touch with myself, and man, it feels good. It does feel good. You still feel what you feel. You still go through your setbacks and obstacles as a human being, but just being able to go back to yourself and just connect to yourself, and learn to not be scared of that. When you're doing that, when you're just so when you feel so vulnerable and exposed, and you can just really feel what you feel, and just walk yourself through it, it really is one of the best feelings. So anyway, so the first part of the video was just like talking about it, because I just have been dealing with this situation, and then something happened, and I'm like, oh, I gotta respect myself more. And you do what you want to do, of course, right? And then you just really have to distance yourself from people who suck your energy, and then who disappear, basically, and then who just like make you feel crazy about you, or who just don't wanna like have an honest dialogue with you. I mean, you deserve more respect. You deserve great men and great men. And I realized that there are so many great men that I do attract, like that I do see, but I somehow like want to attract probably drama. I don't know, I'm still like sort of like figuring this shit out, but I do feel like there's so many like sweet people in my life, and people who like are honest about how they're feeling, who want to talk about how they're feeling, whether it's good feeling or bad feeling, and who are just being willing to really being vulnerable, and that shows courage. I'm so sorry, by the way. I think they poop a lot probably, but they are just like my neighbor upstairs. And so I'm realizing, you really have to. And honestly, I'm again gonna go back to women, because that's just my experience. All the women out there, who attract these weirdos and toxic people, and people who just like are there but not there, don't know what the fuck they want in their life, don't know what the fuck they want with the other person. I don't know what the fuck they want. I don't know what that even means. Excuse my French, but today I just have to let it all out. Once in a while it's okay. So once in a while it's okay on camera. I use these words all the time. Don't judge me. So yeah, so the first part was just sharing, because I do fall into that trap. But like I said, I'm at a point in my life, and I'm very proud to share that that I'm like really very well connected to. I feel like I'm very connected to myself, and I'm able to forgive myself easily for the my supposedly like my mistakes, and not take it too personally, and I'm able to do that to other people too. And I'm really able to see things for what they are, and I'm doing really good, not gonna lie. I feel really good about that. And I have great doctors, great therapists, and if I look closely, I do have like a good support system. And I have to really remind myself of that, because the first phase of your recovery, which was the last 2 year, you really go through that motion of, oh, you're alone, you're the victim, and that's just part of the recovery. So it's all good. But right now, having gone through that, like I can see things for what they are. And I'm appreciative of the support system I have, the friends I have, and just the therapist, the doctor, and all of that. So that was the first part, which was just me sharing about my life and my recent experience. And then I moving forward, I do want to say that, with all due respect, we all do have stuff we need to work on, right? And we do attract people with qualities that we are lacking in our life. For example, I know a lot of men I've attracted, they are just not in touch with their emotion, not in touch with their gentle side. And I attract them, and they are attracted to me because they are missing that side, and because of my wiring, I'm attracted to them. But then it's like, and those people, those men are not are very scared of being honest with their emotion, or being in even touch with their emotion, right? So they attract very gentle and sensitive souls. And maybe like women like me, for example, in the past, like right now, I think I'm very aware of my patterns, and I've been unwiring them very well. But for example, on the other hand, like I talked about those men, but maybe there are women who want like who are struggling with boundaries, and so they want to attract men who are like really firm, who look really firm, right? So even just being aware of that tells me that I'm already unlearning those patterns and unwiring those patterns. So Congratulations, Priyanka. And so you have to really know, your patterns. You have to really know who you are, and you have to be really humble about it. You have to, it may seem ugly and you may seem disgusted at yourself at first, but you have to really keep going back at it, meaning keep your honesty with yourself and tell yourself that, hey, this is what I see about me and I'm gonna work on it. And you just have to keep going back at it, and then you realize one day that, wow, I can look at my vulnerable side, I can look at my supposedly broken side or whatever with kindness and gentleness. And wouldn't that be nice, right? And again, moving forward, so the first part was just sharing about what I've been dealing with. The second part is how we attract people, and the third part is it's okay to attract those people, right? It's okay to look upon to someone for something you are lacking, and same goes to the other person. But you really have to be aware of this, and you really have to learn that in your own life. So if you struggle with boundaries and you see someone being really good with boundaries, or like, firm and very, I want this, I don't want this, and you're attracted to them, that's good. I mean, go for it. But like, you want to learn that for your life. You want to learn your boundaries, right? And that way you can really learn from each other. And similarly, the other person who's really shit scared of their feelings or emotions, or don't know what the fuck they want in their life, they can learn from the other person who's really self-aware, really in touch with their emotion, how to really be like that, and then they can really like help each other grow. And wouldn't that be the best kind of relationships, whether it's romantic or friendship or even like brother sister, anything, right? So you can really apply it to any relationship in your life. And I just want to share that with you, because I mean, it started with my frustration with why the fuck do I attract, or am I attracted to men who are like just not available, like probably emotionally, or maybe just like really weird and not strong emotionally. And then moving forward, I wanted to share about, and again, I don't know, I'm just unlearning and learning so much about myself. And then moving forward to, I wanted to share about how and why we do attract who we attract, and then how we can really turn this around. And I'm a Buddhist, and I really really do believe in turning poison into medicine, which is really turning every situation into something of value, and really creating opportunities and benefits from those obstacles. So I want to leave you on that, and I really do appreciate you tuning in. And hey, I'm so glad that this opportunity came, so I could actually talk again on YouTube, because I've not been very active on YouTube. So it's all good. And thank you again for like tuning in, and I love you all. Bye.